Hi and welcome. In the last video we looked at using the auto layout panel. Now if you missed that, just scoot back and watch it and it'll bring you up to speed to where we are now. Now in this video we're going to be looking at creating our own custom auto layout. How cool is that? Okay, well let's get on with it. My name's Ken Fisher and this is LiveLink Training. Okay, now let's focus in on creating our own auto layout presets. Now there is some advantages of doing this because it can really speed things up for you. Now we've got some presets here, so we'll have a look at one photo per page. We'll click clear layout and auto layout, and that formats the book for us according to this one photo per page. So as you can see that we've got one photo on each page. And there are two others. We've got a left blank right one photo. So if I click on that one, I'll do clear layout and then auto layout. And again, it'll format it according to that left blank right one photo. I'm not so keen on that one, so we'll go back to one photo per page. I'll clear the layout and click auto layout again. And there we are. Now one of the limitations here I think is that we've only got 3 presets, which is a little bit of a limitation really, but it isn't, because we have this thing here called Edit Auto Layout Preset, and here what we can do is we can create our own preset. So I'm going to leave that selected, one photo per page, it doesn't matter which one you use, and I'm going to go to Edit Auto Layout Preset. And here we get the auto layout preset editor. Now it defaults to this, basically the right hand side being the same as the left hand side, and I'm going to leave it that way just for simplicity, but I'm just going to focus in here on setting up the right hand pages. Now we can set it to do as many or as little photos as we want, so we've got 1 to 4 or multiple. We can have text pages and we've got some more creative pages, but today let's just have a look at one photo. Now we can see there's lots of different formats for one photograph. I'd just like a little bit of a border around each of my photos, so I'm going to click on this first one here. Now zoom photos. Well, do I want to zoom them to fill or do I want to zoom them to fit? Now what's the difference? Well, if I zoom to fill, the image will be zoomed to fill the whole of this area. So if it's a landscape image, it may go off the edges, and if it's a portrait image, it may go off the top and bottom. And so you'll probably lose some of your image. You can drag and move the image inside this square, but you will not be able to see all of your image. Now if we go for zoom to fit, what that will do is actually fit your document within the document bounds here. So basically you'd see all your document, but you may see white areas at the side or white areas at the top where the bits are missing. Okay, well I'll leave it set to fill, and I'll use that as my next preset. Now I'm not going to click save and I'm not going to click update preset. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the drop down here, the preset drop down, and I'm going to save the current settings as a new preset. And I'll call this one photo and a border, and that'll give me a clue as to what it is. And I click create, and now I can click done. Now if I go back up to my auto layout panel again, you can see that I've now got an extra one in here. I've got an extra preset. We've got these 3 and I've got one dash border. So if I click on that and I clear my layout and click on auto layout, you can see now that it comes in, my book's being pre-formatted again, but it's got a little border around each of the images, and each of the images has been zoomed to fill the frame. Now you can, if you click on one, you can move them around a little bit depending whether they're portrait or landscape inside the actual document itself. Now we can make more complex layouts, and I'll just show you that. If I click on here, back to edit auto layout preset, now I can go down and say, well, let's try 4 photos. And here we've got lots of different layouts for 4 photos. I think I'll choose this one. And I think everything else is okay. I'm still going to zoom to fill. And then we'll call this Save Current Settings, a new preset. And I'll call this 4-border. So that's telling me there are 4 images in and there's a border around. And then I'll click done. And now my preset is for 4-border. So I've now got a 4-border, a 1-border. So let's have a look at the 4-border. I'll click on that, and then I'm going to click clear layout and then auto layout. And here it is, all pre-formatted for me, dead quick, with 4 images in each of the pages, and it's got a border around. Now in this view I kind of don't like it as much as the other, so I'm going to go back, and this is one of the advantages of using auto layouts, is that I can go back to my 1 photo per page. I can clear the layout, I can click on auto layout, and here we are, all formatted for exactly what I want. So what's next? Well, next we're going to look at customizing the pages of our book, and we're going to do that right now in the next video. Well, I hope you found that useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment under the video. And if you get a minute, please click that subscribe button. It will really help me to build my Photoshop and Lightroom learning community. I'll see you in the very next video. Bye for now.